Welcome to Vintage Coin-Op Restorations. This is part 4 of Bally's 1946 Undersea Raider. Well, we have the machine back at our warehouse, and it is just about ready to go. It's about 98% done. Two things that we need to do is we have a instruction card that goes at the bottom of the back glass here, and in the viewfinder we need to make a shooting X that's in the eyesight. But we need to get some parts for our mech here, where we're getting from Roger at Crow River Trading. He does a phenomenal job on finding these old coin mechs parts. Like this one needs just the parts on it to actually make it work. So if you're in need for that, Crow River Trading company is what you want to look for. And ask for Roger. He'll give you a hand. As we walk around this machine, you can see everything has been redone. The joint in there between there is supposed to be laying flush there, but we have some pads in between it so we don't scratch the top surface. When it's in its final home, our client can put that straight on. We're going to take a walk in the back here and take a look. If you remember this in the first videos, all of this was completely destroyed back here. And do a quick look inside. This is our first opening, and inside here is what you're going to find is the coin mech and the timer. The timer here is what controls the gameplay. Otherwise, the rest of it is pretty clean. And that cord is just so I have it so we can slide it out as we need it. Down here at the bottom, it's pretty much empty, so you can hide some goodies inside here. There's really nothing going on here, but if you recall, the whole door was completely busted out, and in turn we wanted to save it as much as we could as original, and patch and repaired it. Okay, let's put our stuff back on. And we'll go back. Well, before we even go there, let me show you here. We have another Undersea Raider right next to this other one, and that's going to be next. But let's take a look at the actual mechanism that makes this whole game tick. Right now we have not even started on this machine, and it's all complete, but everything's locked up, and in turn the machine wasn't working properly, as did the first one. But as you can see, I will show you that the whole mechanism has been taken apart, and here it is. Big difference from the one that I just showed you. Basically, it comes down to just a lot of time. You know, take everything apart, make sure the wires are all good. A lot of cold joints on this thing after we did get it operational. We couldn't get things to work because there were just a lot of cold solder joints, and had to go back and redo a lot of them. Take a look inside here. That's where our light is. And you turn around, if I can get the camera in here. That giant thing there is the bell. So that is a big difference from where he started. And let me just pull back a little bit. And if you recall, our back glass had to have some touch-up done, and it came out really good. I'm very happy with the result, what we did. It's always hard to touch up back glasses. I don't claim to be perfect and match them perfect all the time, but I do my best, and because this wasn't original and we'd like to keep it. And what we did on this one was all that green that you see in the background was completely redone. And it came out very, very nice. Very happy with it. And that's all that's left, is we got to get that that instruction card, and I have my daughter working on that for me. She's very good when it comes to reproducing those little cards. And then I'm going to go up on top here on my little ladder, and this is how we get access to the top here. The whole thing just slides back. And I'll show you what we did in here. Here we are. Here's what this mechanism does is as the game plays and you shoot, there are 7 contacts on the left and right sides, and as it rotates when you shoot, it individually lights 7 lights one at a time, and that gives you the idea of the torpedo going through the water, which we'll soon see. And here in the center is your disc. This disc is what you're shooting at, because at the end of each one is a battleship. And these are all new battleships. I hand cut them, we copied them, and let's see if I can show you one. We put them on foam core so they're nice and flat and straight all the time. The problem with the other ones, the corners are all bent up, so it looked kind of funky inside the viewfinder. And this is the backdrop. Got an explosion on one side, and the left here is your overlap for the far left, and an overlap for the far right. And this is a neat thing right here. That speckled glass, it's rippled, that's going to give us the illusion of water. And as a torpedo comes underneath that plate, I put some, we got some light bulbs in there and this colored plastic, which gives it just a little tint of orange, so it, you really see it coming flying through the water. It's a pretty cool detail. Well, let's close this thing up. And we'll go down here. I'm going to try to plug it in, and we're going to try to play a game here. Let's bear with me. We've got some lights going on in here now. The game is energized up. Okay, well, we don't have a spring mechanism for the coin mechanism, but it does still work if we could push it all the way in, which we're going to do. And as you push it in, what you hear is the battleships spinning in a circle. I'm going to bring the camera right inside here. And now the object of this thing is, it's a small viewfinder, but I'm not sure if you can see the torpedoes going through the water. I got hit one of these times. We're going to get 25 shots. And when we hit one eventually, we're going to get this red light that turns on. Alright, this is... What you got to do is you got to time yourself and you got to chase this ship. And we'll do it again. No luck yet. Go back over here. Oh, there it is. We got it. That is what happens when you hit it. Now I powered it up here. One of the problems with this game was, as we look right now, I don't have a viewfinder that shows the kind of the aiming technique that you need. But on the right side of this tube, you can see a wire. It was loose and hanging in the original, so we ended up pulling it out and redoing it so it stayed tight to the right side, as you see. Let me pull back here. If you're in the market for an undersea raider, please give us a call. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. If you have one that you'd like to sell, or if you have one that you might want restored, please give us a call also. These machines are really, really cool. More so than anything, it is one beautiful piece of eye candy. What can I tell you? Bally's 1946 Undersea Raider. Thanks for watching.